Welcome to the Wednesday edition of Liberty Lunch Break, the topic du jour. So, what is the topic du jour? Portland left wing group organizes funeral for public health to mourn the end of mask mandates. It's March 2023. You're in a cult. Oh my God. Oh, I am your host, Noella Lynn, aka the Cajun Libertarian. Before we get started, please go subscribe to my YouTube channel, to Google Podcasts, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and basically everywhere you get your podcast. Please leave me a 5-star review. Follow me on Facebook, the Cajun Libertarian, and also on YouTube and Twitter, the Cajun Libertarian for YouTube, the Cajun Libert One on Twitter. And please subscribe, hit the notifications bell, ding, so that every time the show drops, you will know. These short segments that are usually 2 to 10 minutes long are Monday through Friday at noon Central. And then the very, very popular show, Off the Wire, Wednesdays and Sundays at 6 Central, which will soon be shifted to Mondays and Thursdays. That being said, let's get into it. The topic this jour. Oh my God, I have so much to say here and so little time to talk about it. Portland left-wing group organizes funeral for public health to mourn the end of mask mandates. You're in a cult. You're in a cult. Like, have you not been paying attention? 99% of the people in my area down here in Deep Red haven't been wearing masks for well over a year. 99% of the people that actually do wear masks are black for some reason. I don't get that. So like the 0.01%, or even to be exaggerative, the 1% of the people that are wearing masks are predominantly black. I don't get that at all. I'd love for somebody to explain that one to me. But yeah, this has not been a thing for a long time down here. The vast majority of people aren't wearing masks. But in Oregon, in Portland, they're holding a funeral for public health because they ended the mask mandate in hospital settings. All right, let's continue. On Saturday, this past Saturday, far left radical group Mask Block PDX announced via Twitter that it would be hosting a quote unquote funeral to mourn the death of public health following the news that Oregon would be ending its mask mandate for healthcare settings on April 3rd. Well, I guess a more accurate funeral would be the death of your dumb narrative that never was applicable in the first place. But hey, you do you. In peace. You're just a country filled with whatever X percentage of NPCs and bots that are mindless drones. Just tell me what to do, daddy government, and I'll do it. And then literally host a fake funeral for public health because of a situation that really primarily is up for debate as to whether or not it worked. And I say that tongue in cheek because we're on YouTube. So the ceremony is scheduled for Monday, March 20th, which would be this past Monday, and will take place at Pioneer Courthouse Square, a busy downtown Portland gathering place. Those who choose to attend are required to wear N95 masks or similar. Don't just wear the N95. You should definitely go with your tinfoil hat for sure, and a sheep collar. Absolutely. 100%. You're it's just laughable. It's laughable. So yes, please go. Obviously, it's Wednesday, and so we're past a couple of days here. But there's no reason that we will not mock and deride these absolute fools that hate science. They're 100% cultists with complete disregard for the truth, complete disregard for data. They hate all of the science, the data, the truth, the facts. They're just mindless drones NPCs, bots, sheep. Pick the label. All right, moving on. PDX has since locked their Twitter account. Oh, really? Oh, of course they did. Of course they did. Do I really need to explain why? Because they made the announcement via Twitter. It's Twitter. Of course, they're going to get absolutely crushed over there. You know, in a little bit of self-evaluation, a little bit of clairvoyance, just a tiny bit of critical thinking would, for one, tell you that you shouldn't be doing this in the first place. However, don't announce it on Twitter. Oh, man, you deserved it. And I hope you continue to get pummeled for it. This is absolutely hilarious. I mean, it is literally March of 2023, and they're holding a fake a pseudo funeral for the end of mask. That means they're until April 3rd, there's still a mask mandate for these types of settings in Portland, Oregon. Like, let's put aside the derision and mockery that it so much deserves, and I so enjoy to do it. Put that part aside. Let's compartmentalize this subject for a second. Portland, Oregon still has a mask mandate for this segment of their population in March of 2023. But I digress. Almost done. This is too funny. Please quote. Or let me back up. They locked their Twitter account. This is great. Yeah, of course. Yeah. However, the announcement was immortalized by users via screenshots. Well, naturally, it's Twitter. These people have no freaking ability to analyze the moment. They have no ability to read the room. They are the epitome of cultists. All right. Quote, please join us at our in-person event on Monday, March 20th at Pioneer Courthouse Square from 4:30 to 5:30 p.m. The group wrote, quote, well, wear funeral black, wear your mask, bring signs, come ready to share your story if you want to. What story do you have? What? Are you going to be able to cite one example of where your family member or friend or even just some random internet person where you can prove that a lack of mask wearing or therefore the wearing of said mask actually presented to death? Good luck. Good luck. You'll be able to get that message across to these brain dead, knuckle dragging, mouth breather morons that are still doing this. But yeah. Outside of that, no. Which is why you locked your Twitter account. Oh, I love it. Stack the wins. These people are horrible. No, I don't believe they're in it for public health. I don't. They're authoritarian by nature. I gotta hurry up here. We're up against the hard break. They added, while also giving people the option to share their stories via Google Form. So you can show up, wear black, funeral black, wear your mask, bring signs, come ready to share your story if you want to. They added, while also giving people the option to share their stories via Google Form. Yeah, if you're really serious about that, that's what you would do in the first place. But you're not. You're just a cult. Let's see. Mask Block PDX declared the move to do away with mandates, calling it the end of infection control in Oregon. It gets worse. Man. Okay, let's just keep going because otherwise I'm gonna just keep ranting. According to the Oregon Health Authority, the OHA, under the new regulations, quote, workers, patients, and visitors in healthcare settings will no longer be required to wear masks, end quote. The OHA maintained its position that masks are, quote, an effective way to reduce transmission of respiratory viruses and urged the elderly and those with increased risk of infection to, quote, still consider wearing masks in healthcare or any settings to better protect themselves and those most vulnerable around them, end quote. Now, let's have fun with that last quote, and then we're going to get up out of here. The Oregon Health Association maintained its position that masks are, quote, an effective way to reduce transmission of respiratory viruses, end quote. They're not wrong. They're not wrong. But did they specify the respiratory virus? No, they didn't. Yeah. No, they did not. Outstanding. Love it. I hope you had a great Wednesday, or you have a great Wednesday. Don't forget to join us live tonight on the very popular Off the Wire show, which just keep growing exponentially. The same as these short segments. I'm way over time here. I'm almost 12 minutes. I'm supposed to keep it under 10 minutes, but hey, goes like that sometimes. We have some fun. Don't forget to join me tonight at 6 p.m. Central, very live. YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Also, later to be uploaded to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, basically anywhere you get your podcasts. Please follow, subscribe, share the show. It's the best freaking way that you can help get the word out there. This show is growing beyond belief. It's downloaded in over 33 different countries. Last I checked, I don't know how to explain that other than you guys are amazing. So I love you very much. Please keep helping me out and do what we do because this is quite awesome and dystopian at the same time. But what the hell, man? We gotta make fun of this stuff. We have to. If we don't, then we're gonna spiral out of control. The Bible says that without hope, the heart is sick. Right? That's paraphrased via translation. So, with that being said, we'll leave it there. I'll see you tomorrow. Well, actually, I'll see you tonight on the very live, very popular, very live show Off the Wire. And then I'll see you tomorrow again. Same Cajun time, same Cajun channel, Galatians 2:20.